Hi, good afternoon. This is Stormcastle's Comics and Collectibles. Today I'd like to chat about um, comic collecting goals. I was enjoying another comic channel called Mint Hunter Comics that I very much enjoy, and he was talking about how sometimes his premise of his video was how comic book collectors have unrealistic goals. And the video actually was that what might seem like an unrealistic goal actually is not. It's what you make of it. And it made me think about, things I've been collecting. Now, I've been collecting comics since 1983. I've had and sold in collection. A few years ago, I ended up selling most of my collection, and I'm rebuilding it up again. And one of my goals when collecting books is not just to pick up books I had, but it's also to get books that I did not have originally. So, in the process, I've been doing things like grabbing all these old Captain Marvel, because I enjoyed Captain Marvel. But I've been, these are books that I never actually owned before, and I'm now adding to my collection. I'm about to buy a copy of issue 22 to add it to the run, and I just want to show off some of the things that I hadn't owned before and that I'm kind of interested in. This is mostly bronze and something really nice silver at the bottom of this. But every collector looks at their collection and everybody tries to figure out how good my collection is, how Saga. And honestly, in my opinion, is that your collection is as good as you feel it is. What I might enjoy, it's issue after Nitro. It might not be what other people enjoy, but honestly, building goals, to collect all of this Captain Marvel and the other books in here, makes hunting that much more enjoyable. If I was just like getting everything I had, I'd be stressing about all the Avengers books that have gone up since I've originally owned them. I've owned probably everything but 2 Avengers books at one point or other. Avengers number 4 and Avengers 57. I've owned reprint copies of both books, but I've never actually owned either of them. I had a copy of Avengers 1 signed by Stan Lee in okay condition that I had sold a few years ago to help some people out. And I may not have a copy of that again, but I'm trying to build back and get back what I had and get new things. It's a nice cover, honestly. And the other thing I've been, besides the Captain Marvels, is I've also been trying to get all the Adam Warlock. This is a reprint. Looking at a copy of the original version of that. There is 181. This is the Jim Starlin Warlock. 179 is the first Pip the Troll. 180 is Gamora. The Gamora one's, of course, pricey right now. I'm trying to let it come down a little more if I go for it. And I like Warlock. I've always liked Warlock, honestly. I first saw him in an official Marvel High book, which would be another video, but it's these goals of trying to get all these books for the Warlock. These are the run where he's on Counter-Earth. And then I do actually have all the Warlock issues that are actually Starlins. It also says about the Mega Stories, which is some really trippy things, really enjoyable. But anyways, my point is that you gotta have to set yourself goals, even if they seem unrealistic. Sometimes just having those goals makes you hunt for something that you may not have considered wanting before or having before. And Pip's origin. And honestly, having the goals makes the hunt much more enjoyable. Because if you go to get these things, I want to get through all the Warlock from where he becomes Warlock to where he dies in the Avengers Annual. 2 of the Avengers were the ones where he dies. it's making me hunt for the Hulks and making me hunt for the other books. And like I said, I've never actually owned copies of these, but having a chance to have them now, and of course the book that I at the bottom, this I had reprints of this, and this is the last Steve Ditko Doctor Strange, and I'm now working on getting the rest of Doctor Strange's. I just had not put this in where it is. I'll get all the Ditko Strange. It's when we have goals for our books, it inspires us to try and find new things to look for. And honestly, that's the best thing about comic hunting. Yes, this is all Marvel stuff. This is just a selection of some things that I did not have before that I now actively kind of pursuing. Like I said, all the Warlocks. I'm trying to get myself a whole bunch of the old Justice League books with the Justice Society appears. I want to get to where Mr. Terrific first appears and those kinds of things. I mean, again, the things I didn't have before, and I've had almost all but two of the main Avenger titles, and I've had a fair share of Justice League books and things over the years. But having new goals to hunt for, honestly, for me, makes collecting that much more enjoyable. Again, if I was just trying to buy books that I had owned before, I would feel a lot of Avengers 8, Avengers 9, Avengers 10 have jumped up in prices. Avengers 48, first Black Knight, those books are now way up. But, half the fun is hunting, half the fun is looking, half the fun is, with these old books, honestly, half the fun is like opening up and smelling them and reading the ads. But anyways, that's just my thoughts. I just wanted to, talk about, goals. Eventually, I only need two more books, and I have all the Star-Lord Warlock. And then, 20 more books. Honestly, I need 20 more Warlock books to have all the Warlock before he dies in the Avengers Annual. Maybe not even 20. Maybe more like 15, I think. But anyways, Marvel, he appears in Marvel 2-in-1 and Marvel Team Up. But anyways, that's just my thoughts, and just want to show off a couple things I have that are really nice. I'm not sure about that one, but I made a video on that one. And so anyways, this is Stormcastle from Stormcastle's Comics Collectibles. Comment what runs you are now hunting for that you didn't have before, that you are inspired to hunt for, or something that you didn't think you would have before that you have now. So anyways, I just want to have a little thing and talk, and talk to you in the next video. Bye.